Budgets and real-world applications. Quite often, there are situations when the percentages will be used. Some examples are discounts and sales when shopping, tips, sales tax, and increase or decrease in population. Combining these situations with other common costs of living, such as purchasing food, paying for electricity, phone bills, etc., requires one to create a budget. A budget is an estimate of income and expenses for a set period of time. Income is the money earned while working, and an expense is a cost required for something. Each month, a household needs to take into account all sources of income and expenses to make sure that it balances out, i.e. is equal to zero, or contains more income to allow for savings. Daniel's salary is 81,600 Rand over the course of 12 months. Since his salary is not over 100,000 Rand, the income tax is 20%. Determine Daniel's take-home pay for each month. Begin by calculating the monthly salary. Divide the total salary by 12, since there's 12 months in a year. 81,600 Rand divided by 12 months gives us a monthly salary of 6,800 Rand per month. Next, multiply the monthly income by 20% as a decimal, so that's 0.2, to calculate the tax. So the tax is 1,360 Rand. Finally, subtract the tax amount from the total monthly income to find the monthly take-home pay. So 6,800 Rand minus 1,360 Rand gives us a total monthly income of 5,440 Rand. This problem can also be solved using another set of operations. The first one remains the same. First, find the monthly salary by dividing by 12. Next, multiply the monthly income by 100% minus 20%, which is 80%, as a decimal, because this 80% represents the percentage of the salary that's not included in the income tax. So Daniel gets to take home 80% of this money, so therefore 80%, 0.8 times 6,800 gives us the same answer of 5,440 Rand. Daniel's take-home pay was found to be 5,440 Rand. Daniel's family spends the following amounts of money for various costs. For food, they spend 250 Rand per week. For utilities, like bills, like light, electricity and things, they spend 440 Rand per month. The housing bill is 1,870 Rand per month, and childcare costs 550 Rand per month. Therefore, how much money is Daniel left with at the end of each month? The first thing we need to do is convert this food, 250 per week, into the monthly cost so that all of the costs are per month. So because there's about 4 weeks in a month, we're just going to multiply that by 4, and we see that the food bill is 1,000 Rand per month. Next, we're going to add up all of the monthly costs, and we get 3,860 Rand per month. Finally, we subtract the total expenses from David's take-home pay, and we get that the difference is 1,580 Rand a month. Felicia's salary is $96,000 over the course of 12 months. Since her salary is not over $100,000, the income tax is 20%. Determine Felicia's take-home pay for each month. The first step is to calculate the monthly salary by dividing the yearly salary by 12, because there's 12 months in a year. So she makes 8,000 per month. But then we need to calculate the tax, which is 20%. So 8,000 times 0.20 gives us $1,600 of tax per month. Then we just take the total pay, subtract the tax, and we get the take-home pay of $6,400 a month. The alternative method involves figuring out what percentage of her total pay she gets to take home. 100% minus 20% of tax means she takes home 80% of the total money. So if you just take the total amount and multiply it by 0.8 for 80%, you get the same answer of $6,400. Felicia's take-home pay was found to be $6,400 a month. Felicia's family spends the following amounts of money for various costs: $300 per week for food, $500 per month for utilities, $2,000 per month for housing, and $750 per month for childcare. How much money is Felicia left with at the end of each month? The first step is to convert food, $300 per week, into $1,200 per month by multiplying by 4, since there's approximately 4 weeks in a month. Then we add all of the expenses together, and we see that they add up to $4,450. Finally, we take her take-home pay, subtract the monthly expenses, and we get a leftover amount of $1,950 per month.